Hello everybody, welcome back to my daily sleep journals. Now at the start of this video I'm going to be thanking Connor Rogerson 7675. He let me know that he was having issues hearing me in my videos, made me realize that I was recording at a pretty low volume, so it was pretty difficult to hear me. If you watch my old videos, then you can just crank the volume up and you might be able to hear me, but going forward, I should be audible at average volume. Now, finished up Lapis Lakeside. We made it to Master 5 before the week ended. It's pretty good, pretty good. So, as if you watch my my in-between video of plotting for the next week, then you'll know that I'm going for Taupe Hollow for this this new event. I'm at 54% at Lapis Lakeside now. Pretty good strength. That means after this week at Taupe, I'm actually going to be locked from going to Lapis again because I don't want to be wasting any island percent bonus. And after 1 week at Taupe where I have 60% bonus, I should go up to 56% at Lapis, which means that if I go there again, then I'll waste 1% of island bonus. So, don't want to be doing that. Got 6 handy candies from good timing on my sleep. Alrighty, event time. Taupe Hollow. Now, it's actually where I have I'm aside from green grass. Taupe Hollow is where I have the most amount of sleep styles available to me. I also have the same amount at Taupe Hollow as I do at Lapis, so I'm going here. I'm really gunning for the 3-star Tyranitar, if I can get high enough level. I'm also gunning for the 3-star Entei, since I still have an Incense, and this is an event where new sleep styles are boosted. So, I'm kind of hoping, let's see, curry / stews. From my prep, I believe that was my worst meal, so that's unfortunate. But let me double check what my prep was for that. If I go to the calculator here, let's take a look at what my teams were. The curries. Yeah, that was my weakest option. Oh well. You can't win them all. You can't win them all, but I still should make that Master 16. I don't want to use an easy travel ticket, because it's just not worth it in my mind for such a simple event. Oh. So, let's see. Let's watch this berry bomb go. Oh, double proc on the Entei too, just to make that berry bomb just a touch stronger. Man, I was really hoping for salads because I wanted to run the Entei all week. I thought that'd be fun. I can't justify spending my easy travel tickets on this. I'm up to 5,000 sleep points. That's getting pretty high up there. That's good for me. I'm usually pretty liberal with them, so yeah. Alrighty, Gardevoir. Double energy proc. Doesn't matter too much since most of these guys are going to be swapped around. I'm not going to be using the Entei or the Arcanine this week. This is the team we're going to be going with. So, got to swap in that Golem, got to swap in that Gengar so that I can make that Spore Mushroom Curry. Alrighty, let's see this. The Berry Bomb I've been building up for almost a week now. Let's start with the one that should have the least amount with the Arcanine. I always find this the most satisfying thing, because they just keep spewing more berries. Oh, look at that. Now let's go with the... Oh. Forgot that I'd be leveling up while doing this. Basic 2 already. Oh boy. Now let's go with the Gigachew. Oh man, look at all those berries. So satisfying. And now the Typhlosion. Oh, so much ginger, so many herbs. Not really that useful for me this week, but man, the favored berry there. You got 500 berries. 500 berries. That is crazy. Okie dokie. I think that's the most I've gotten off a berry so far. I think it's the longest I've prepped for it and the strongest I've prepped for it before, because this is the first time I've done over like 3 days of berry bomb prep, so this should get me pretty far on right away on day 1. Which means I should go well beyond my my goal of Master 16, hopefully. I'm probably not going to be able to make the meal that I want to make right away. I'm probably going to have to settle for something weaker for breakfast today. Just because I'm not going to have the golem in long enough to have the potatoes that I need for the meal that I'm looking at, but oh well. Gengar. And the Arcanine was the only one we swapped for golem. Making potatoes. Alrighty. I think I want Clyde to be the team leader. I like to choose the more thematic one, so. Alrighty. And just because I like to sort my Pokemon, we'll put the Gigachew there so that it's berry specialist, ingredient specialist, and then the Gardevoir. Alrighty, so that's my team for the week. Yeah, Snorlax is going to be leveling up quite a bit here with 500 berries. So, excited to see where that gets us. Let's see what kind of candies I get from my my friends. Everything looks pretty good here. I'm seeing the Dedenne candy. That's nice. I was just talking about Dedenne last night with some people in Discord. Alrighty. All looks pretty good. I've got friendship level 5 with pretty much all of my friends except for Nerf. His secondary account. Ready for it to go up level? It's about to happen again, guys. There we go. Basic 4. Okie dokie. Well, let's get to reviewing this sleep style, or this sleep session from last night. At Lapis was where I ended at. Let's start this report. Now I overslept a little bit, as you can see. Slumbering, man, I slept deep. Even once I did start actually sleeping. Slumbering type. Yes, that does not surprise me. So, Lapis Lakeside, Slumbering type, we're really looking for mostly Beware. It's like the biggest thing that's there for Slumbering type. And the one unique thing that's there for Slumbering type, so. I've got a pretty alright Stuffle, or pretty alright Beware. Beware, I find that it's got such a strong ingredient list that the AAA ingredient list can kind of carry it. Now, let's see, Dodrio, Riolu's, why not? Quaxley, Quaxwell, and another Doduo. This is just a whole lot of mid. The Quaxleys are nice. That's probably what I'll end up catching, but nothing here that I particularly need. I've already got pretty good Quaquavalls, 2 of them. So, I don't really need any of this, but oh well, can't win them all. Let's see, anything hungry? Why not? Why not? Yeah, I'm not catching that. We'll go for the Quaxleys. Or just one of the Quaxleys. Since I don't intend to catch both of them, might as well spread the love so that each of them gets a little bit of feeding for the day. This isn't really the optimal play if you wanted to catch them both, but I want to spread the love a little bit. Spread my biscuits around, you know? Thanks, Neroli. Yeah, we're definitely sending that Quaxley candy, because the rest of this is a whole lot of mid. But we'll do it with the Quax well, just to show off that I got a mid Evo. So. About 15,000 dream shards between the two things. Brave Nature. Now, Brave Nature, I think that's speed of help up, XP gains down. That's a pretty good nature. It's got the double leak, which I personally really like the double leak. It fits right into that mono ingredient meta for producing more leaks. Now, I'm typically kind of... I'm not 100% there with the mono ingredient meta, but I'm not 100% there with the AAB list either. I know it's got more strength, but I find that in order to reach these numbers and the higher numbers, yeah, the soybeans may be a stronger proc, but it's pretty difficult with just one Quaquaval to get the leaks necessary here if it's got the AAB list. So even though it's innately a weaker list, I think to make the requirements per day, I think the ABB list is currently more powerful. But yeah, we're not doing anything with that sub-skill list, man. Woof. Nothing for ingredient finding until level 100. So even though he's got a decent nature, just not it. He's gonna get transferred away, ground up into candies for my other Quaquavals to eat. Oh, I keep forgetting that Snorlax is taking a power level right away. Man still got 331 candies. Let's get rid of that Quaxley real quick. Also, I'm gonna go over something real quick. You see these Pokemon in my box every so often that are just called Candyman? Yeah, those are garbage. I keep them for the express purpose of using water type, fire type, or grass type candies in case I ever need more of that specific one. I also intend to do the same for Larvitar, because I currently have a couple rock type candies that I got way back when I used the Cramomatic, but I haven't been able to use it on my Tyranitar because I just haven't caught another Larvitar since, and I had already evolved my Tyranitar into a Tyranitar, so I've got a decent... Sorry about the yawn, I just woke up pretty much, so... I've got a decent amount of rock type candies in here that I can just use whenever I get... That'd be 400, or that'd be 100 candies for Tyranitar. That'd be huge, but I can't use them yet until I happen to find a Larvitar. So if I see one, I'll be catching one. And now that I'm at top, the odds are actually pretty good. Now let's see, what can we make today? We're not gonna be able to make that Spore Mushroom Curry that I'm really gunning for the week because, like I said, that Golem hasn't made enough mushroom or potatoes yet. I'm hoping to have it for lunch. So I guess the next best option for today is the Solar Power Curry. That is quite a big dip off in strength from 10,000 to 3,000, but the Berry Bomb should more than make up for it. So I'm going to use just these random ingredients that I have, knowing that just to clear them off my screen, kind of. The ginger isn't something that I should be needing. I'm not going to use the mushrooms because I'm going to make sure that those are used for the meal specifically. But I do want to be filling the pot when I can right now. You shouldn't need the oil for the meal. But I'll use the herbs. Alrighty, let's see. Watch. This is probably going to be a crit. Just because I made a weaker meal. Oh, no, it didn't. Alrighty. Leveled up once. I'll put into the calculator that it leveled up. That's the solar power curry. There we go. Great 2 right away, pretty much. This is going pretty well. While Snorlax is munching down on those berries, I'll show off a few more of my Pokemon as I've been trying to get through my box as the episodes have gone on. Let's see, where did I last end off? I know I showed off my mistake Butterfree and my Ampharos. I guess we're getting down to the mid. Togekiss. This Togekiss was a part of my early game. My gosh, berry finding S is amazing. It is amazing, but not as amazing as I thought it was. Yeah, he's pretty much exclusively got berry finding S. Is like the only thing he's got really going for him, which is a good sub skill, but it's not what you should be looking for necessarily on a skill specialist. So I also early game used him for eggs for a particular meal because I didn't realize that the ingredient rate across Pokemon differed, and I didn't realize that Togekiss had a particularly low ingredient rate, so he let me down a lot when it came to needing eggs. Nowadays, I pretty much exclusively use this guy just to, at the end of the week, I run him for Dream Shard bonus, because sometimes I starve for Dream Shards and I need more, so I run him just for that level 25 sub-skill. It's a pretty useful and good tactic for that. Altaria. Now, this Altaria, as you can see, pretty strong. Got the Berry Fighting S, got the Help Speed M almost right away. If there ever is a Dragonberry Island, I'll be excited to use this guy. He's pretty strong, so not the best. But if you see guys like this, especially early game, invest right away. You're not going to see much better for a long time unless you're like ultra hunting that mon. So the Doug Trio. I showed this Doug Trio off because he was in a part of my planning for if I'd gotten salads. I was looking at using him for leeks at top for the sake of making that ninja salad before I realized that it just wasn't the play. So he's got Ingredient Finder. Unfortunately, he's kind of late. Ingredient Finding M comes in at 50, which can be a bit difficult, and I find that people just don't send the Doug Trio candy. I don't get very much of it, which means this guy just starves for candies because it's kind of a mid-mon overall in the meta, and especially now since being power crept by Quaquaval. People just don't send the candies to this guy, so I've had him since October 23rd of 2023. This dude's almost a year old in less than a month here. Or exactly a month as of today. He's 11 months old right now, and he is still nowhere near that level 50 unless I was to dump a bunch of candies into him, so a bunch of handy candies into him. So he's probably just going to sit in the box for the most part because my Quaquavalls are going to do a better job. They're going to get more candy from the friends list. So I'm not expecting him to reach that Ingredient Finder M anytime soon. However, he may hold the role of Leek Farmer at Top Hollow specifically, just to have that bonus of the Figgy Berry being favored at top. Arcanine. Now, this is the Arcanine that I used all week. He kind of sucks. He's got Berry Finding S. He's another result of my, oh my gosh, Berry Finding S is amazing crew. However, in the Arcanine's case, the Berry Finding S is actually pretty powerful. Not because it makes him good at what he does. If you want to actually use the Arcanine for what it's intended to be used for, then I wouldn't recommend a stat spread like this. However, just having Berry Finding S alone is great for overstacking. purposes, as you saw at the start of this video. So that's really what I use him for. I don't intend to invest in any other Arcanines, because the Arcanine is just kind of power crept overall. I've got a fantastic Entei that does his job better, and I don't have one, but also if I ever wanted to actually invest in an extra health Pokemon, Gallade is just better, so I'm probably just going to keep him the way he is. Eventually I'll replace him with a Ninetales for his job. Maybe I'll run the Ninetales, the Typhlosion, and the Arcanine, since he has Berry Finding for overstacking berries sometime, but I do need to find a Ninetales still. That's one of my 2 hunt list. If I see Vulpix this week, I'm going to be catching it. But, yeah. The Primeape. Now, this is one of my favorite catches that I got, because as you can see, it is shiny and viable. I'm really hoping that they give Primeape an evolution soon, to Annihilate, because this guy, he is pretty insane. He's got Berry Finding S, Help Speed M. I've almost got 200 hours already with him, so if I was to get him to that 200 hours, then he'd start seeing bonuses from the... I don't know if the unevolved bonuses start coming in as early as 200. I forgot where they start seeing those bonuses, because I'm keeping more track of the inventory stuff, because typically speaking it's suboptimal to run unevolved bonds, but I'm hoping that they give him an evolution. If they make him Ghostberry, and Ghostberry is at the Old Gold Power Plant, then I may just keep him as a Primeape, because he may be more valuable to me as a Primeape with a ribbon working at Lapis than at the Old Gold Power Plant, because unless Annihilate is absolutely jacked, then I've already got a ridiculous amount of berry finders for the Old Gold Power Plant and my electric Pokemon, my Raichus, so I may just keep him as a shiny Primeape with the berry finding and the Help Speed M for Lapis, because I've got less berry finders. So that's kind of my thoughts with the Primeape, and I'd really love to see him get access to ribbon boosts. So yeah, then I guess I'll show off my Quaquavolls and my Suicune as well. So this first one is, yes, this is my better one. I do need to give this guy a Subskill Seed. I'm kind of waiting though until I actually need to use him. I don't like to use the Subskill Seeds even on things that I intend to until I'm actually using them, because that way if I do happen to find something better somehow, then I'll be disappointed for investing into them, as you'll see with my other Quaquaval. I didn't use a Subskill Seed on that guy, but I got him up to be a Quaquaval, and then literally the day after is when I caught this guy. Now, I like this guy more, because he's got the helping bonus. If you know anything about... I personally love helping bonus. I think it's one of the strongest skills in the game, if not the strongest skill in the game. I sometimes will value it higher than Berry Finding S these days, so yeah, it's got the double leak list, it's got Ingredient Finder S, which will be Ingredient Finder M one day, because this is intended to be my long-term guy. He's eventually got that Help Speed S coming in at level 75, which will be Help Speed M, because I will Subskill Seed that. If it lands on the inventory, I'm not too upset by that. Inventory is still useful on Ingredient Specialists, so I'm not upset by that necessarily if it does happen. I'd rather it not though, but it's also got the Speed of Help Up Nature. Now, my other Quaquaval, which is the one that I literally invested in, and then the very next day is when I caught, or I think it was the very next day. Well, we'll see. What day was this? I guess I can see. July 28th, 2024. This one I caught July 27th, 2024. So yeah, literally one day apart. Inventory up S, Ingredient Finding S, Help Speed S, Neutral Nature. It's like those first 3 sub-skills are almost the same, just slightly worse and a worse nature. Same list. But yeah, the Inventory up S the same. Ingredient Finder M. I mean, it's S on the other guy, but after sub-skill seeding it'll be the same. And then Helping Speed S instead of Help Bonus, but then the Help Speed S coming in afterward. Now, I value that the Help Speed S is more of a boost to the Quaquaval itself. It's 7% decrease time between helps instead of 5%. but it gives more flexibility to the whole team, and also long term it's better. And also the other one has a speed up nature, which is amazing. Well, not amazing. It's like top 6 natures. Typically speaking, with ingredient finders, you're looking for top 3 natures are ingredient finding up and either main skill chance down, XP gains down, or energy recovery down. And then the next 3 are your speed of help up with XP gains down, not ingredient finding, XP gains down, main skill down, or energy recovery down. Then after that, it's modest, which is the ingredient finding up, speed of help down. So yeah, we're looking at top 6 natures with the other guy, and I eventually got up to level 30 after dumping all my candies into this level 27 guy. But that's to teach you a lesson. That was to teach me a lesson of, even if you caught something that you think is going to be the best, don't invest in it until you know you're actually actively using it right now. Because you just may happen to find something that is better, even if it looks like the best possible thing in the world for that. And yeah, I don't even think I used the Quackable the day that I caught it, so that was ultimately a waste, because I'm probably never going to use him unless I need just a boatload of leeks for some, like I'm stockpiling leeks for the next week. Then I might run both Quackables and the Doug Trio all side by side to just get a ton of leeks for the next week. So I'll hold on to him because he's not bad, but yeah. My Suicune, though, this is another crown jewel of my collection. Now, I got tremendously lucky when it comes to the legendary beasts, both Entei and Suicune. I did not get lucky with the Raikou, but this Suicune, man, I'm probably not gonna... Unfortunately, I feel bad that it's in my box, because I'm probably never going to use it. I've got better fire types than water types. Blastoise continues to evade me. I have one good for Alligator, but aside from that, I got the Golduck, but Golduck doesn't really pair well with the Suicune since it doesn't have Berry Finding S. So it's just, this being in my collection is kind of sad because I'm probably never going to use it or invest the skill seeds to make it usable. But man, if I ever do get the perfect water team, I mean, just look at that. Like, I couldn't ask for better. It's got the double skill trigger sub-skills with the main skill chance up nature. Like, that is just chef's kiss right there. And even in the higher skill levels, it's got skill level up S, which saves me a seed or two. Eventually that inventory up to make up for the fact that you're running them all night long and they hit the inventory cap. And then eventually that Hell Speed S coming in way late at 100. I would easily sub-skill seed those 2 sub-skills if I was to invest in this guy. But XP gains down is just too hard to justify, especially on the legendary beasts. Even if I invest all 510 candies that I currently have for this Suicune, I only get it to level 34, which just hurts. And like I said, when I've got my Entei and I've got better fire types, like, somehow I was gifted a better Entei than the Suicune that I have, despite the Suicune also being top 1%. It's like my Suicune's the top 1% of Suicunes. My Entei is the top 1% of 1% of Enteis. So I'm dealing with just crazy luck on the legendary beasts, and I spent all of my luck, really, which means in the future I'm probably gonna see nothing. But oh well. I know that's not how probability works. Don't try to correct me. I'm just making a joke. I guess since I showed off my Raikou, or my Suicune and my Entei, I'll also show off my Raikou. Now, this here, Speed Demon, I only keep him because he's funny. He's not really that good. Because, man, he looks good at the start. Help Speed M, Help Speed S. Help Speed is really powerful on the legendary beasts because they have such a low proc rate that they actually get to the point of hitting the pity proc point quite a bit without actually proccing their main skill. So having that extra help speed gets them to that pity proc point faster. And I can do a little comparison here. Now, here's where it's extra funny. He's got speed of help up, main skill down, which normally that is just a death sentence for skill specialists. But interestingly enough, this guy can pull some weight somehow. I don't think I have him saved, so let's say I get him to level 60, which is kind of the standard for evaluating for me right now, and I just put in the help speed M, the help speed S, and then the skill level up. Triple sausage, and I put in the speed up, main skill down. If I duplicate him and just make this, say, a neutral nature, you can see that the procs... Oh wait, I didn't actually change the nature. Whoops. We'll make him docile. You can see that the procs, yeah, it's worse to have that nature than to not have that nature. But only by a difference of 2.52 versus 2.27. I mean, we would expect a 20% difference. Actually, we would only expect about 11% difference. Just because the speed of help up. So, I mean, which is about what it comes out to. So, like, yeah, this sucks. But if we compared it to a completely neutral Raikou that doesn't have any sub-skills, I mean, the difference is between 2.16, so it is better than base. And if you take a look at... let me double check that it is including the pity procs. Yes, it does. This guy is... oh, wait, wrong thing. I need to be looking at rating. For skill count at level 60, he's actually in, like, the 80th percentile. Just because of his speed. Now, he kind of drops off because he doesn't really have anything after level 25 if he gets that help speed S. If you have the helping bonus, then maybe, just maybe. But running alongside other helping bonus Pokemon gets him to that 35% cap. He can actually proc a decent amount per day, despite being bad on paper, really bad on paper. I'm never going to run him, but I hold him around because he's funny. He just wants to be speedy. And if you don't know, Raikou is the fastest Pokemon in the entire game. So, this guy is theoretically the fastest Pokemon that one can have at level 25. Without the boosts of other help bonus Pokemon. So, the fastest Pokemon of all. So I named him Speed Demon. And that's pretty much him. Let's see, how's Snorlax doing on those berries? Is he done yet? Is he done feasting? Let's add some more. Great 4. That's pretty great. He is done. He has finished his feast. 135,000 right off the bat. That's pretty powerful, man. I like the berry bombs. They're fun. It's sacrificing 1 week for the next. Oh wow, Pikachu's already giving me a proc. Alrighty. I'll collect my mission rewards and then get going. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching my Monday sleep session transfer. And I'm hoping for a good week at Taupe. Thank you.